Independence Day. Welcome back to another episode of the Fan and Fanatic PepRally.
Yeah, some of us are. There we go. Some of us are taking Independence Day a little more seriously with our outfits. But anyway, happy birthday, America. Go ahead, Parker.
Yeah. Without further ado, let's jump into the first segment, Inside the Mind of the Fanatic.
There's so many to choose from this time. I really didn't know what to do. I've landed on a couple. And so I'm going to ask this first one here. What is Zona Futbol? This is a search of yours from earlier in the week. What is Zona Futbol with a capital ZONA?
I believe it's basically like the 2-day ANA premier, like the two-day ANA soccer version of the NFL Red Zone, apparently for the Champions League. Which so yes.
So, yeah, tell us why did you start searching for that?
Because I've started watching Spanish soccer, which, may I add, is 10 times more interesting than 95% of American sports. You know, because like the announcers are always into it, and the fun part about watching soccer in Spanish is that you barely understand a word they're saying. And then,
but wait a minute, Parker, aren't you taking Spanish? Shouldn't you understand?
Anyhow, and then someone scores goal, and I'm like, go! Okay.
What does that translate to in English?
Go!
Okay, good. All right, so Zona Futbol is kind of like the red zone, but for Spanish football, soccer.
Yeah. Yes.
Got it. Good.
So
all right, that's cool.
Zona de Rojo de Futbol.
Nice.
Get it?
Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. How about this next one? Allen Media Group radio stations. Why were we searching for that? What is it?
So Allen Media Group, Byron Allen, comedian turned media mogul, who was on a game show I watched, Funny You Should Ask, where it's basically like, if all y'all old folks might remember Match Game from the 1970s with Gene Rayburn, which I don't understand how y'all enjoyed that, because the humor is so unhumorable. Anywho. So I guess Allen Media Group paid Game Show Network to air Funny You Should Ask. And there's there are several media groups out there. There's Cox Media Group. So I wanted to see if Allen Media Group owned any radio or TV stations, or it's only just like a program distribution group. You know what I mean by program distribution, Dad?
Not really, but go ahead. Explain for everyone else.
Like when you're watching TV and there's always the bumper that says, this program is distributed by blah, 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 blah.
I gotcha.
Oh, yeah. So
anywho, is it, or do they actually have radio stations?
I think it's TV only, I think. I'm not sure.
So just a distribution group?
I don't know.
So that search was useless.
I'm sorry. I should be more prepared to explain about these things.
That's the fun part about this. We don't know. Hey, the search didn't turn anything up. That's fine. That's what happens. Google doesn't know everything. Everything's not on the interwebs. And even if it was, you can't believe it all, right?
I mean, the moon landing was real.
I disagree, but we'll move on. Anyway, next segment. This week in sports history, I'll go first. Are you ready?
I'm pretty sure I heard you and Mom secretly talking about a surprise with this segment.
Oh, she has no idea. No.
Mother.
And so we've had sort of
church and stuff. Something about the church and stuff. Is that this segment?
Nope. It's okay. Mother. So here's the deal. Oh, well, okay, maybe, but hold on. So we've done. I noticed this in our segments. There was a lot of baseball. Or maybe just some common stuff, even though I did do sprinting in the 100-meter dash. But anyway, so I tried to think outside the box on this one. In 1932, Don Bradman, you ever heard of him?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm not surprised. He scores a North American record 260, I don't know, points or whatever it's called, versus Western Ontario in Guelph during the Australian cricket team's Goodwill Tour of North America. So Don Bradman in 1932 scored 260, what do you call it? Is it points? Runs?
Runs, I think.
Runs, okay. Playing for Australia's cricket team when they were in North America. How about that? 260 runs. Is that I would assume that's a lot?
Yeah, a lot, I think.
You think?
And the weird part about cricket is like it's basically sudden death, you know? And the other weird thing is that like if it's the first inning, they still say first innings, which anywho, so yeah.
Yeah, because I remember we were somewhere and we were in a hotel room.
We were in Auburn, Alabama.
Okay, and the TV had a cricket station.
Yes! Yes! Yeah. We need more stations dedicated to just one sport, like Tennis Channel, Golf Channel. Heck, I'll even watch a Tiddlywinks channel if they have it, you know? Ever heard of Tiddlywinks?
Give us for our listeners who don't know anything about cricket and maybe wondering why is this guy so hyped about cricket? Give us maybe like one or two sentences as to why we should watch cricket.
I don't know. It's like I always say, the more obscure, the better. Whether, you know.
I don't think cricket's an obscure sport, though, in the rest of the world. I think it's pretty popular.
You don't really see cricket around the States. You see it
Not
more
in the States, yes.
You see it more in like the European / Asian countries.
Yeah, it is a terrible irony that I would bring up a fact about cricket on 4th of July. But,
I'm not trying to bring. I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to say that it's stereotypical that cricket is only played in certain parts of the world. I'm just saying that, you know.
I mean, it is what it is.
Anywho.
Okay, well, everybody go out there and check out cricket. That should be a lot of fun. 260 runs apparently that seems like a lot to me. All right, what you got for me?
So wait, can I come back to cricket?
Yeah. Come on.
So it's the first innings, right? And the first team scores X amount of runs.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that they would play a number of innings before the game was over, but nope. When it's the bottom of the innings, and the home team scores more runs than the visiting team, you know, the match is over. So it's kind of like sudden death, but not really sudden death. Wow. Anywho,
it's like extra innings immediately.
Anywho, here's my fact. In 2006, Detroit Red Wings legend Steve Zerman officially retires from NHL, finishing with 692 goals and 1,755 points, which I don't understand how that's possible, considering the fact that the NHL, there's only 1 point per goal, but I guess NHL still counts assisted goals as points, which somewhat befuddles me.
You know, what befuddles me is that you brought an NHL sports history fact, and yet last week was the NHL draft, and we did not live stream NHL draft coverage like we did NBA draft coverage, so I'm befuddled by that.
Is it, okay, so I guess that wraps up the This Week in Sports History segment.
Yeah, I'm also befuddled by the fact that we didn't live stream coverage of the hot dog eating contest today. But anyway, all right, Parker, last segment. Tell us who is going to be joining us this week.
Joining us this week is a friend of my good friend J.W. Hodge, Mr. Odie Stein, who was the athletic director at
Alabama.
No. Equipment manager.
Yeah.
So he was. Tune in to hear that interview.
Equipment manager for whom, though? Which coach?
Mr. Paul W. Bear Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Great stories.
So tune in to see how that goes. From my broadcast partner, Ryan Grulecki, this is Parker Grulecki, a.k.a. the Fan and Fanatic Podcast, saying so long, happy birthday, America, USA!
God bless America.
USA! 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 Woo!